Friends! Facebook friends! Various internet people. Hello, I'm Hannah, usually. I would update you on how my life is going, you know, summer and stuff, but I don't really want to because it's totally boring. So, instead, I'm just gonna say whatever interesting thing pops into my head. Spoiler alert, it's not interesting. And, fun fact time, necro pants. They are disgusting. Remember a Serbian film? These are worse. Because, you know, necro pants, I'm like, they're pants made out of people. And I'm like, okay, whatever. People leather. Mr. Tough Guy here is like, meh. So, you know, innocent Google image search. Oh, boy, was I wrong. They are not people leather pants. No, they are full-on man pants. And let me tell you, once you see necro pants, you cannot unsee necro pants, no matter how hard you try. Raise your hand if you just Googled necro pants. Oh, an interesting update. Again, that was a lie. So last week, you know, I'm reading lots of comic books because I'm the coolest of the people that you know. And I read some Thor because I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna see the new movie, get myself hyped up. Don't tell my brother. She says on the internet. Thor, not my favorite. I mean, don't get me wrong. The gods? Yeah, the gods are cool. I mean, me and Thunder were like, ah. But, Thor itself, man, he's kind of boring. But I'm still really eager. I mean, I love Kenneth Branagh. My high school senior self was kind of a Shakespeare nerd, and you can't have Shakespeare without Kenneth Branagh. They're like two halves of a whole, peas in a pod, like Rosencrantz and Guildenstern. and Chris Hemsworth. Chris Hemsworth. You know, at first I was like, because he had that weird Thor beard, and he was kind of like a meathead, but I got over it. I got over it fast. And Loki. Okay, so I wasn't one for Thor in the comics, but Loki is my favorite Marvel big bad. Because he's all like, oh, I'm the god of mischief, hee! And I'm like, how? Why would they make a god of mischief? That's such a weird thing to have a god of. And he's got that hat with the things. Loki looks so dumb. But I didn't know who was going to be playing Loki. And so, you know, I went on the internet, like you do. I look him up, and he's British, and I didn't really recognize him, but I saw a couple of things that he was in. So it's like he was in Wallander, but I don't remember anybody from Wallander, because they all have weird Swedish names, like Wallander, or Hoagland. But he was in Cranford, and it's like, man, I watched that religiously back when it was a thing, like 2 years ago. So I'm like, oh, maybe I'll look up his character. Maybe I'll recognize it. I did. I recognized the character name. William Buxton. William freaking Buxton was gonna be Loki. William Buxton, the entire movie, he was just all like, oh, Peggy, I love you for no reason. I mean, the guy plays badminton with her once, and then they're on a train, he's like, I love you, marry me. And then he's sad puppy eyes the whole time, all miserable because he can't be with Peggy, who's not nearly interesting enough to warrant such affection. I hated William Buxton. And then there's the stupid part with a cow and a train, and he's like, oh... So I'm a little irked. I mean, the guy's got Gene Wilder hair, and he's supposed to be playing my Loki. My Loki, my creepy, shape-shifting, slimy, weird Loki. I mean, Loki, who possessed the body of Sif for... why? I don't know, because he wanted to be a lady? That didn't make sense to me. Loki, who gave birth to an 8-legged horse. Who does that? Loki does that. So anyway, whatever. I go see the movie. I'll find a picture or something for those of you who haven't seen it. So I told you that story, so I could say this. This is me right here, swallowing my pride, admitting my mistakes. I saw that movie. Loki was awesome. Loki was kind of awesome. And I would like to apologize to Tom Hiddleston, who's the actor who played Loki, for, any asperity in my remarks here, or, previously to my brother, Cat, or whoever it is I talk to. Further, if said character is in Whedon's Avengers, which he should be, and if his F. Scott Fitzgerald is compelling, or if I'm really bored, Mr. Hiddleston may just make it into that realm of terrifying nothingness that is my affections. Yes, people, you heard that correctly. That place, home to wacky characters like Will Wheaton, Charlie Crist, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Sam Waterston, David Tennant. I left David Tennant in the garage. And, I know that Hannah's Club of Future Husbands is a very exclusive club. On analyzing it and watching this video, probably isn't as exclusive as it should be. But I'm willing to do this. I'm willing to take this lead for Tom Hiddleston. I am. I thought about Chris Hemsworth too, because he's got George Kirk, he's got Thor, Red Dawn, Cabin in the Woods. That's some nerd cred. But I've always sort of seen him as more of a cool boy, and not really, top shelf. But I don't know, he could get there. And if it was he and his brother, then that I could do. And for those of you who care, I have no idea why the lighting keeps changing so radically. I am not turning off any lights.